Hi, how are you? Oh, here I am among the flowers. I want to first thank Jeff and Casey. They're the best thing since sliced bread. They are fabulous. You can't know until you've been here before. Fabulous people. Just a gem. You know, you find a lot of stones and then you find 2 gems. Mm-hmm. That's there.
You're very lucky.
And Russ, Kathleen, Rosaline. Marvelous. Marvelous. And you. And I have to tell people, you came to my home. I still have the picture, the drawing. I'm waiting for the painting and then the painter to come. Everything I show people. The girls were over from work. We had a meeting. They don't care that my house is falling apart, and pretty soon just the painting has to be done. Barbara, you are a genius. You said to me, paint this, do this here, put this here, a big P here. Instant, everything. My backsplash, magnificent, Barbara. My counters are done. You came with me into Lowe's and said, this, do this, my faucet, everything.
Well, I listened to your needs, and I could see what your style was. I don't come in and say, do this, do that. I know you're only kidding. But I listen to your needs. Yes. I see what your budget is, and I make creative solutions, and I'm glad they worked out for you.
They are, and you're affordable, Barbara. You're brilliant, and this is your expertise. You teach. You have a class going on, you said.
I teach several places. I teach at Jackson Square Paint.
Yes.
One Saturday a month. I do a Saturday at 11 o'clock. I'm not sure when this show will air, but the next one I'm doing is a class on magazine style. So what I've done is chosen a lot of torn-out pages from magazines, really brilliant ideas that people can translate into their own home. So it's really a show and tell class.
How can they find out when you're there? They call them?
They can call them, stop by the paint store, or also go to my website, Secretary of the Interior.
Oh, I love it. I have your whole folder here I brought.
Thank you.
Secretary of the Interior. What a great name.
Thank you.
And then you have a class going that my sister wants to get into. You said you have one going in January.
I also teach at Braintree High School, the adult education evening programs. So in January, I teach a 5-week course on interior design basics. So I talk about color theory and furniture placement, accessories that we're going to talk about today, a lot of the basics. So
how will she find? She goes on your website.
You can go on my website or go to the Braintree Adult Education website as well.
I'll call her tonight.
I also teach a course on home staging. It's a 1-week course for people who are preparing to sell their homes. And I teach a 4-week course on decluttering your life. So it's about downsizing and decluttering.
I need that desperately. I need that desperately. Isn't that wonderful? Decluttering, and what about the other one, the staging?
Staging, getting your house ready
to sell.
To sell. You need to take away your personal photographs. If you have too much furniture, you need to edit.
I have 10 boxes.
You need to have colors that are more neutral, that everybody can see their own furnishings in what will be their future home. So there are a lot of tricks to the trade about getting your house ready to go on the market.
And you sold your home in Weymouth now?
Yeah, in 3 days.
3 days. How did you do that, Barbara? I was telling Russ that. How did you do that?
Well, like I said, I took away all the personal items. I had neutral colors in my home. I made sure that there was good flow, that people aren't bumping into furniture. Open the drapes really wide so that the rooms look sunny. Wash the windows, paint the front door, put out a new mailbox. There are a lot of little things that don't cost a lot of money that really make a big difference because, you know, if somebody comes to buy your home, they want to move right in.
Yes, yes. Oh, and you're the person for it, Bob.
I can help.
Now, you also have this, and you gave me, I bought from your pillow.
Yes.
It was a rug. Everyone, when I had on the girls from the meeting, they could not, where'd you get this? What is this? It's a conversation piece. I said, it's a rug. I gave them a card, my decorator did.
People say to me, how do you come up with these things? I think I look at things differently. For example, this pillow here.
Mm-hmm. Let's do it. Kathleen and Rosalina on.
This is a dish towel.
Is it? Really?
That I bought at Marshall's, I believe. And actually, I was able to cut 2 of them out of 1 dish towel, and I made a pillow out of it. And the fabric...
is that absolutely lovely? Was that part of the dish towel?
No. This was a vest from Chico's. According to people's budgets, sometimes I try and save them money. I'm a great person to shop at thrift stores, but of course I tell my clients that, you know, I might purchase the fabric because some people don't like that.
No, you told me you told me electrical stores to go to, things to go to.
I'm very
Thrift shop?
I'm very weary of people's budgets, and,
Yes.
and my tagline is creative solutions for everybody's budget.
Oh, I love
So
that.
this fabric I fell in love with. So the purple was a lady's vest, and I cut up the vest. Cost me $5 for the vest, and I can make a couple pillow backs.
And what's inside it?
Fiber fill.
Oh, and that is beautiful.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Well, I said to you, what about my light? You said just paint it.
Yes.
No need.
Yeah.
What about the doorknobs? Going to buy doorknobs? No need. Paint it.
Yes, I can find very inexpensive solutions. You know, some people want to go out and purchase new things. Some people just want to refresh what they have and do so as inexpensively as possible. So I have good ideas.
And you sent me the chocolate lady who's now opened her own shop.
She's opening very soon. Sally's Sweet Shop on Washington Street in Weymouth, right near that blooming place.
Is that right? Washington Street in Weymouth, near that blooming place. Now I have my idea.
It's a brand new building. It's an L-shaped building. I believe there's a little plumber next door to it, but it's right in there. And
How lovely.
in fact, I sent her a design yesterday on how to paint her walls to look like dripping chocolate.
Is that
So
right?
I think maybe when she gets her business open, she might consider it. But right now, she's installing all her, stoves and equipment.
Oh, her chocolate is decadent. Now, what is this? This one is, what a great thing for your door.
My husband is a great wine enthusiast. So
He has to go to Lisa's, the Gypsy Kitchen.
Yes, we do. In fact, so this is something from my own home. This is what's called a grapevine wreath. You might see from the side that it's the actual vines from a grapevine that's in a wreath.
Thank you, Kathleen. That is beautiful.
I have glued on champagne corks.
Did you make this yourself?
No, I bought this one.
Okay. And you glued on champagne corks.
Yeah, so
he must be a great
too.
wine drinker.
So
There's quite a few corks there.
Actually, champagne is my wine of choice, so I'm a champagne lover.
Oh my, lovely, lovely.
Here's another wine thing. Actually, no, this one. This is just made from Scrabble game pieces.
Wine lover. Can you get that, Kathleen? That's pretty tough to do, right?
There you go.
are terrific, Kathleen. Thank you. See, bingo, besides bingo, you can do other things.
So, your accessories should portray your personality, your hobbies, your travels, the things that you like. So this is just a goofy little thing that I made as my gift.
You have to buy that, Rosaline. That's perfect for you. She's a wine lover and
You know,
drinker.
you might have a Scrabble game in your home that you no longer use, or you pick up one at a yard sale and you can create this for pennies.
You're clever.
Here's another thing that cost almost nothing. I collect cameras, and this one is a saying from the comedian Stephen Wright. Why are photographs rectangular when the camera lens is round?
I agree.
So you can make these on your own home computer and just frame them with a very
If you're
simple
clever
frame.
like you. If you're clever like you. Not everybody can. That's why there's people like you.
But again, an inexpensive, cute conversation piece.
You were, my goodness. I can hardly wait. You got a whole thing of it. What's this one that I love?
I've been making floral arrangements, and I've been incorporating my own photography in them. So,
Because you like cameras. And
I do like to take pictures as well. So this is just two different pictures, both of clocks. This is a full one, and then these two on the side I just cut in half and glued them behind the original. And these were everyday pictures. I took these on vacation down in Savannah in a gift shop. So, you just take pictures of everyday things and find a creative way to use them. So anybody can put flowers in a vase, but I just came up with a different way to, put something else in the vase, and nobody else has it. It's one of a kind.
And it is one of a kind. What about this one? I love everything here.
That's just a mason jar. And this is what I put in the back. These are the things that you use to fill in a gift bag.
Yes.
So it's kind of like a little stuffing. So that's there. Just a couple silk flowers on top. I glued one of my, I tied one of my photographs. This was a quilt from a quilt show I attended. Then took some extra Scrabble pieces and X's and O's, hugs and kisses. So this could be a birthday gift, a Valentine gift,
my daughter was born Valentine's Day. It's a beautiful gift. Beautiful. Yeah. Clever.
And then I've been making them inside of shoes as well.
Look at this. Isn't this, Barbara, my daughter has on her mantle in Florida, not on the mantle, on the floor, shoes. that she saw at a gift shop spiraling. These, a conversation piece. These are beautiful.
Thank you. Thank
With
you.
these, your shoes, am I in the way, Kathleen?
No, she's got a great shot of them.
Oh, she is terrific.
I bought
She's
these at a flea
terrific.
market.
Did you?
I probably paid $4 for them.
And what a wonderful, oh, they could go anywhere.
They
could go anywhere.
I did a craft fair over the weekend, and I sold 3 pairs of boots. I had gold lame boots with white flowers in them. They were absolutely gorgeous. They went like that. And I had 2 pairs of black high heel boots that I put flowers into, and I'm left with this 1 pair of regular shoes. But they're fun. Nobody else has them. They're a conversation
Where would you
piece.
put them, Barbara? Where would you say? Any room in the house could have, but a living room more?
Well, you could do a dining room table. You could do it
Oh,
on
what
a
a
bureau
great thing for
or
a dining room table.
vanity table, a woman's bathroom.
Oh,
Sky's the limit.
a woman's bathroom.
Yeah.
Oh, and I like for a table. I like for a table. That is a wonderful thing. Oh, wonderful thing for a table. What a great idea. Ooh, hoo, hoo. I love it. Yes.
And when I'm not using shoes, I might do a pocketbook.
A pocketbook. Now, do you buy them or an old bag? I have so many old bags.
This I bought at Salvation Army.
My favorite store to go.
And then this was glasses from the dollar store. And then
Isn't that something, that dollar store? And then you added, and where would you put that? Anywhere.
Again, anywhere, dining room table, you know, your bureau in your bedroom.
It is spectacular.
Could be in a foyer, just to welcome somebody into your home.
Oh my! I think this is spectacular. That is spectacular. What else do we have? What is this? Is a runner? Must be a runner.
Yes, I also sew, and I make quilts.
Oh, and look at, can you get that quilt? Thank you, Kathleen. I meant please. Sorry to be pushy. Look, oh, Kathleen, great shot. Where shall I go? Shall I go over here? Okay, don't move. It is, Jeff is laughing at me. I tell you, this is lovely.
So I have this in my foyer at my own home. I put it out every fall.
Do you really?
It's just fun.
And your home is, you could see the world, Barbara?
Well, I have a great view of Boston from my Quincy Center condo, yes.
Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah, and this is in the foyer in the fall.
How lovely.
So this is another patchwork piece, and this is just made...
A runner for a dining room?
Yes. Actually, I have it on top of a bureau, too. So
what a great idea.
It's on the bureau underneath this quilt
Or in the
foyer.
dining room, the
dining table, sure.
not the table, but the piece
The buffet.
Buffet.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So this is a table runner.
And you open it, and it would go across, Rosalind.
And this one's actually reversible.
It is reversible. Oh, Barbara, how clever you are.
And this is made just from sample fabrics. So you know when you go to the upholstery shop and you pick out drapery fabric or a new fabric for your couch or chair, they have these books of fabrics. Every once in a while they discontinue the fabrics and they throw them away, or they'll sell them to decorators or give them to decorators. So this is what is called a charm quilt, which means every piece is different. So
how did you sew, obviously?
I do sew.
Do you have a sewing machine? Mm-hmm. Good, I have one too. I'll give you mine.
Half of my bedroom I call my studio. I have a very large bedroom, yes.
Now how long would something like this take you?
Oh, less than 2 hours.
And would you take orders? Would a woman say, these are my colors?
Absolutely, yeah. I can do whatever size, colors.
Because my picture, I forget even what it was. It's been so long. You're going to put pink. You want her to put pink around, and then it's a rug. It's a rug.
You have a white shag rug that
we're
going to use as a piece of artwork and hang it on the wall.
I said to you, what should I do with this? You said, well, let's put it on this wall. You love pink. We'll do a pink border around it. Can you believe it? I can hardly wait to do that.
Yes, we're going to use some Velcro as soon as your wall is painted.
Yes, and you were going to be there when the painter comes so you can space it.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
Sometimes if you have a piece of artwork that's not quite large enough, you can create a painted frame. So like I'm suggesting for you, just paint a square or a rectangle on the wall and put it inside
and that painter's like you, artistic.
It gives it more gravitas, more importance in the room. For example, this is one of my photographs here.
Okay, now who will get this? Can you get that, Rosalind? Or
this is a photograph of
Kathleen, maybe can you pick it up?
Graffiti.
I don't know if she can. Want me to move it, Kathleen, more towards you?
Yes.
Okay, and I don't want to, Can you get it, Kathleen?
Don't move it. Don't move.
Yo, she has
Oh, there
it.
you go.
Beautiful. She
that's
beautiful
just
work,
graffiti.
Kathleen. Beautiful.
That's graffiti on the street, on a side street in Italy.
You're kidding.
And people see art different ways. You know, art doesn't have to be a framed picture of, you know, a landscape or a lighthouse or whatever. You can create your own art with your own photographs. And it, like I said, it doesn't have to be everyday things. I think graffiti is beautiful. That says I love you in Italian.
Is that right?
And I have a small wall in my hallway with 3 different pictures of different graffiti that I have captured around the world.
Who would have thought that,
It's
Bob?
just fun.
I think it's absolutely. Do we have more goodies in
We
here?
have all kinds of things. I
Oh,
have.
my.
Want to
Oh,
continue
God,
with
you have
photography?
another, yes, go. Oh, you can do whatever you think. We'll never get through all this. Okay.
This is just something I framed myself too. Again, art doesn't have to be expensive. This was something I clipped out of a magazine. This was all of these cups from different coffee shops. And I just framed it on the diagonals to give it a little bit more interest. And we have a breakfast bar where my husband makes his coffee, and it's just sitting, leaning up against the wall there. And it cost me nothing but the frame to put this together.
And you can look, I think that is
Yeah,
absolutely
it's
apropos.
colorful, it's fun.
Ooh, do more because I'm trying to get in as much as we can. This is so pretty.
And sometimes it's just about the
Look
frame
at
that you
that.
choose.
Look at that. Look at that.
How am I doing here? This way?
Yes,
Here we
she
go.
has it. She's a genius, Kathleen.
So it's
Excellent.
sometimes it's just the frame that you choose.
and
This-
look at what they are. It's windows.
it's windows. It's just black and white photographs of windows. These, I believe, were all taken on Cape Cod from a previous vacation. And
Beautiful. We'll do another one. I like, and where would you put that? Anywhere, right?
anywhere. Here's the same frame, but I took
Automobiles.
4 different, and you don't even have to photograph the whole car. It could just be a section of the car.
What a great gift for somebody who loves cars.
Absolutely.
What a great Father's Day gift
Yeah,
that would
yeah.
be, or a holiday
Man
gift.
cave or
Oh, man cave.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely.
yeah.
They can go on your website.
Yes. And then I brought a lot more pillows since you seem
Oh,
to love my
please.
pillows.
Oh, I do. I haven't found any that I love as many as mine. Look at this, huh? Rosaline said her in a bikini. Who would have thought that? Who would have thought that? July 4th.
Yes, again, a child's bathing suit, and this is what they call applique. You just stitch it on to an existing pillow.
And you stitched it on.
I did.
You think it's the wrong way? No. No. It is
Go
perfect.
this way.
Oh,
Doesn't
it's beautiful.
matter.
Show more.
Show
I
more.
love everything you have.
And I can do special orders for
Look
these
at
things.
this.
If somebody still has their Girl Scouts or Boy Scout or Brownie,
Patriots. Yes.
this is the sash from a Girl Scout.
Yes.
So I cut
know.
it
I
in
sewed
half.
many it on.
Cut it in half and sewed it onto an existing pillow.
Patriots Trail 4170. All those pins. Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, a child is leaving for college. You might want to take
Yes.
all that
Wouldn't that
stuff
be
in
fun?
your bin and put that on there. Oh, what is that one?
Guess what I made this from? Guess what this is?
I don't know.
It's a bottle. You put it over a bottle if you're giving a gift, a bottle of
Oh,
wine
my
to
goodness.
somebody.
Yes.
So I did the same thing. It's just appliqued onto a very small pillow.
Isn't
that
that
pretty?
pretty, huh?
It'd be nice
Look
in
at that.
somebody have
Oh.
an Asian themed room.
Yes.
Or just a tiny little lady's chair that doesn't have
Oh, I
room for a
think a
big
Chinese
pillow.
little chair on the corner of that pillow. I love my pillows. I love that pillow you made me. Oh my, what is, and this, I can't get over it. It is because my grandson wore this shirt, like it, my grandchildren, many a time.
This would look great on a little boy's bed.
Oh.
Or somebody who has a nautical themed living room or cottage or something, because this says ahoy and it has a little anchor on it. I've done similar things with men's swim trunks.
Have you
They
really?
make like Hawaiian fabric. They make really cute pillows. Little girls' denim skirts.
When my grandson buys it, my son-in-law buys his boat, which will be very soon. He's a boat person. I'm going to have you make something like that.
I've done these with Red Sox shirts, with college shirts, with sports
And do you have
shirts.
to get the shirt for you, or
If someone has one, I can make it, or I can go out and buy them. But a lot of times, you know, I can go to Goodwill and buy this for $4 and put it together.
Oh, I love Salvation Army is where I go.
Yeah.
I really, you laugh, it's fabulous, and I
Yeah,
leave all my
yeah,
stuff there.
yeah.
I love them.
Yeah, like it's in, you know, like the back of that wine pillow, beautiful fabrics sometimes.
And there's
I
a
just
Goodwill
buy.
near you, isn't
Yes,
there, in
absolutely,
Quincy?
yeah. This was my grandmother's doilies. A lot of people have,
Look at that. Look
Vintage
at that. Thank
linens.
you, Kathleen, so much.
and they don't want to get rid of them that Grandma made.
Yes, my mother used to have those on the sides of the.
And this is just a nice way to incorporate it into your everyday life.
And look at buttons. I
Yeah,
have
just-
hundreds of buttons. I should give them to you. Hundreds of buttons. And look at that.
Yeah.
And you put 3 of the
A
buttons
lot of people
there.
have doilies, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, Barbara, you are so clever.
In the same vein, maybe a man has retired or Grandpa
Look at
has
that.
passed on and you
Oh,
have
my-
his ties.
Oh,
You just
these are
applic-
3 different ties, or 2 different ties, right?
two different ties.
What a clever,
Yeah.
clever pillow.
Yeah, just cut
Father's
them
Day,
off.
the holidays coming
Yeah.
up. Anything, you don't know what to give. Who wants to give another book or something? Perfect.
Yes. Or, you know, if a little boy went to, you know, a Catholic school or something and had his uniform,
Oh.
you know, you could incorporate that into it. I've even made quilts out of these kind of things,
Is
you know,
that
pull them
right?
all together.
And do you make quilts?
I made quilts. I recently made a Harry Potter quilt for a young boy who was a Harry Potter freak. He absolutely loves the books and the movies. And I made it out of denim scraps, and then I found some Harry Potter fabric, and I incorporated that and made
So
him
a
nice
blanket?
It wasn't quite bed size, but it was like for what we call a
throw?
lap quilt.
Okay,
yeah,
yes.
yeah. If he was sitting on his bed reading a book or
How
watching TV.
marvelous.
Yeah.
What a marvelous thing.
Yeah,
How do
yeah.
you find time for that, Barbara? You're busy.
I find time. I
Yes,
enjoy doing it.
because you enjoy doing
Yeah,
it.
I really
Yes.
enjoy it.
Oh, you had something you made for Halloween last year or the year before, I forget, something different.
I don't remember what that was.
And do you have any more? We've showed everything.
I think we've gone through it all.
Okay, so we will chat and tell everybody about you. About you.
Okay.
Okay, decorator. How far do you travel, Barbara?
I've gone as far as southern New Hampshire.
Have you
I
really?
I have clients in Lexington.
What
mostly
do you do,
on the South
Barbara?
Shore.
You go to their home like you did to me, right? Yep. And you go to their home,
Uh-huh.
and then you take a feel for the house.
Yes, many times they want me to draw floor plans for them.
Okay, yep.
Like for
That's what you did for me.
Yes, for example, I have a repeat client who was my Weymouth client and just moved to a condo in Rockland, and she didn't want to bring. She wanted to get all new furniture, so she moves to Rockland. She has me come down and measure out her new rooms. A very different layout than she
Oh,
had
you
in
did.
Weymouth.
I have papers.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah.
she's working off of.
And she had told me what she wanted, and I said, "Have you ever considered a sectional?" And she said, "No, never in my life did I consider a sectional." So we went shopping together. She bought a sectional. We bought her a round ottoman to go with it, and she emailed me some photos the other day. The furniture had arrived, and she says, "Now we have to find some small chairs and pillows," and so I can do that.
And you're not terribly expensive. It's wonderful. You went with me to Lowe's. It was
Yes.
wonderful.
Yeah.
Because you right away said, "Let's look at this." Or they said, "Did you want brushed or this?" And you're never pushy. What do you think? Incorporating my ideas.
Yeah, my first job is to listen. I need to listen to you. I need to ask a lot of questions. You know, how many people live in your home? Do you have any pets? Do you entertain often? How many people do you sit for dinner? Those kind of things. You know, and even if you're there and
5 minutes, they're telling me.
and
about
if your husband isn't there, I need to know how tall your husband is, because the heights of chairs and sofas are different. So everyone's feet need to be able to land flat on the floor. So there are all of these different considerations that you have to take into account.
And I remember saying to you, they have this on the side, Barbara. You said, "Well, it's kind of tall. A tall person like me would notice it, but you may not." And all this, it's marvelous.
I teach, in one of my classes, I teach on how to arrange art. And a lot of people arrange their art too high. The middle, say that was a painting, or that's considered artwork. My eye should be at the middle of that piece.
Okay.
So now I'm a little bit taller than everyone else, but a normal measurement is 55 inches from the floor. So the middle of that picture, painting, quilt, mirror, whatever it is, take the middle of that, measure down 55 inches to the floor. and that's a good place to hang it.
Look at what people just found out, Barbara. They didn't have to come to your classes, although they should go. You told them something. They wouldn't. I never thought of that. Never. And when you hang a picture, you say, stand there. Is it this or that?
Sometimes people just want confirmation too. They've picked out a paint color, or they think they want to purchase a new rug, or they've picked out something from a catalog and they're not exactly sure. They just want somebody to say, yes, you did the right thing, or maybe you should consider this. And I can do that too. You know, I charge only $75 an hour.
It was well worth it.
If I take somebody shopping, it's only $45 an hour, and I only ask for a minimum half hour. Sometimes people invite me to their house just for an hour to
We had dinner.
We did. You're my best client. You invite me to dinner.
We had dinner and we sat and chatted. It was wonderful.
Sometimes,
and I babbled my whole life out to you, and you knew everything about me, and you had a discerning eye. You were looking. You were terrific. You're never intimidating. That's what I love about it. Never intimidating. You're sitting there like me, thinking what will work, and said, paint this vase. I'm not black. Move this table into the living room. I haven't done that yet because I wanted to paint.
Sure, yeah.
Paint this. Don't change this fixture. Paint it.
Some people just call me in to do that kind of thing, to walk through their house and make suggestions. And I'm really good at moving one thing from one room to another. That doesn't cost you anything. So, like I said, I see things differently than
you said
the average person.
And I have a beautiful view. You said, take this couch and turn it around. I said to myself, why didn't I think of that?
Yeah, it's about focal points.
Yes, but what a focal point is what you're looking at? Or what?
Yeah, what's the most important thing to look at in the room? Sometimes it's the view outside.
Yes.
Many times it's the television. But
we have 2 minutes. I could go on forever. But what should we leave them with? I mean, you're teaching in Braintree. What else? You're at that paint store.
I'm at Jackson Square Paint.
Store.
Yeah.
They can call you, your website. You can come down.
Yeah, I do sewing. I can make you quilts or table linens or window treatments. I do as well. Or
you do window treatment.
Yeah, or I can take you to a kitchen design store, or I could take you to
took
even
me all over.
Home
And you
Home
sent
Depot
me to
or
a place
Lowe's.
in a furniture place. I wanted a lamp. You said, now they get things. It was somewhere in
Roycroft's in Holbrook.
Absolutely.
It's a used furniture store,
I
and people can
had a
save a lot of
list.
money there. Sure.
Oh, you were told, Barbara, people shouldn't make a move without you.
Thank you.
And I mean it.
Thank you.
And Secretary of the Interior is such, how did you find that name?
A creative person needs a creative name.
Oh, but it's so unusual.
I had the name before I was even in business.
Is that
before
right?
I even got my degree, yes.
You're just, some people are gifted and you are gifted.
Thank you.
So what would you leave somebody with? That tip of 55? So tell it again.
55 inches from the floor. So the middle of your piece,
Yes.
55 inches to the floor is the perfect height to hang any piece of artwork.
What is the class you're teaching in Braintree? What is that? Just
I do one class for 5 weeks in January on design basics. So I'll do color theory. There's actually a psychology of theory. If you have a red dining room, it makes people more hungry. It makes them more anxious. But if you have a red bedroom, you don't sleep very well. You're better off with a pale green or a pale blue bedroom. So there's a psychology to color selection as well.
Isn't that, oh, look at how much they've learned. It hasn't cost them a penny.
In what I do in my class is I teach several classes, and then I take them the very last class to my home, and I show them design principles in action.
I know, 1 minute. And you take them to your home.
Very last class, they come to my home. We have a champagne celebration. I give them a little tour of my condo.
How is it?
And I show them how to
spectacular?
hang art,
Oh.
how to put colors together.
We have to wind it up. I don't want to. But we have to say, Barbara, you're terrific.
Thank you for
You're
having
terrific.
me.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Always,
Thank you.
always. As
Thank
long as
you.
I'm breathing, we have you. Bye-bye.